Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my lip product collection. I don't have that many. I did do quite a big push and a declutter a few months ago. So if you want to see an actual declutter series, go check out some videos that I posted. I think they were posted in December. I'm not entirely sure, but you can check them out on my channel. This is not a declutter video. This is just me showing you my collection. I've got some new subscribers and I'm sure you're all curious as I am. I like to be very nosy about what people have. I did do a poll and most of you wanted to see it sort of as an overhead video as opposed to looking in my drawers, so I've done that. I don't have the best setup for that type of thing, so I hope this is okay. I hope it's a good angle, but I'm just gonna get straight into it because I don't want a long intro. Alright, we're going to start with all of these. So these are all of my bullet lipsticks or my lip pens. I also have my lip liners. So maybe let's start with lip liners. I don't use lip liners all that much, so I really only have the four. I actually did declutter one or two, maybe one of them in my recent declutter video. I swatched a lot. I think I swatched everything and I went through all of my colors and I just got rid of really old products that I just don't use or colors that I don't like in my collection. So for the most part, I would say my lip product collection now consists majority of items that I do like. There are only a few that I still think I need to declutter and go through, but I'm not doing that today, as I said. So yeah, I've got 4 lip liners. I've got 2 of the NYX ones because I think these are really nice. So I wanted to try these out. These are the NYX Line Loud, and I've got the shade Stay Stunting and Trophy Life. So one of them is a really lovely red, and you can see this one I've completely destroyed, so I need to sharpen that. I have used the red one. It's a little bit disturbed. These are really nice. I actually think that the quality is so beautiful. They're creamy. And if I'm going to use a liner, I'm going to reach for one of these two. Obviously, if I am going to put one of these colors on my lips. I also have these two. These are just nude shades and I wanted to keep them. So I've got one from BH Cosmetics. This is a nice nude, kind of a brownie nude, but I wanted to keep something like that that would be good for a lot of shades that I have. This is in the shade Earth. And then I have a Rimmel London. I'm not too keen on this. This one is called Blushing Nude, and it's very similar actually. But it's a little bit paler than the BH Cosmetics. So yeah, I just thought I'll keep both of these just to have a couple nudes, a red and a mauvey pink. All right, let's do these ones because there's not a lot of them. I have 2 ColourPop lippy sticks here. I did have 3, but I finished one last year. So I've got Caramella, which is a really beautiful pink, but I have not used it at all. I say it's beautiful, I've never used it. And then I've got this one, which is Dreamsicle, which I have used, and this is more of a mauvey shade, and I think those are really pretty, so I wanted to keep those in my collection. I've got 2 reds here. I've got one from Nude Sticks, which is incredibly creamy, just so creamy, and it stays very shiny on the lips. I do enjoy it. I just wasn't expecting it to be that creamy. That one's in the shade Siren, and then I have a NARS one here, and this one is the shade Famous Red, and I really enjoy this one. This one isn't as creamy. You can see that the finish is different to the Nude Sticks. Nude Sticks is pretty wet, and the NARS one is not dry. It just is kind of, it's lovely actually, the NARS one. I really enjoy it. I think the Nude Sticks is a little bit too sticky and wet actually for my liking. Over time, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I did really like it. And I did prefer it to the NARS one maybe a couple years ago, but now I think the NARS one is probably a little bit more wearable for me at this point, but I want to keep both of them because I do like them and they're both different enough for me to keep both. All right, then I've got 2 of these e.l.f. ones. I had 3 I think I had 3, maybe 4. I think it was definitely 3. I got rid of one of them. This one is Tea Rose. I'm actually trying to project pan this and finish it because it is pretty old, but again, it is a pretty mauve shade in my collection, and I enjoy it. It's just, it's a very old item now. And then this one is Dash of Pink. Again, very old, but this one is a little bit less wearable. It's a little bit more vibrant pink than I wear these days typically, so it's not my everyday shade. However, it still performs nice, so I kept both of these around. And then I have this one, which I didn't think I was gonna like. I got this in a beauty box. This is from the Beauty Crop. It's the Smoothie Stick Lip Crayon, and it is the shade Saucy Marsala. And I did try to project pan this a little bit last year. You can see that I got close to getting it, you know, flat, but still there is a ton of product in here, but I love this. I really love the shade. I first, when I just didn't think I liked these brownie nudes when I first got it, so I was a little bit put off by it because it did come in a beauty box. I was like, oh, I don't think this is the shade for me, but I have grown to love these types of shades. It almost has a little bit of orange to it. I mean, maybe like yellowy undertones. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I really like it. So that one I have kept around. I just don't think I will get rid of it because I really love it. And then I've got these, which I used to have, I want to say about like 50 bullet lipsticks, something crazy like that. And I have whittled it down to only these, which I'm very, very happy about. So, you know, there's some in here that I still don't need. I've kept around because I don't know how to get rid of certain items, but I did do a very good push, like I said. Let's start with these. I've got 2 Beccas here. I did want to try these out before she went out of business, so I picked up this one. This one is in the shade Poppy. It is a really beautiful sort of rich orange shade. Obviously springtime, summer for me. I would not wear that during the winter, but I think it's a really fun color. And then this is Garnet, which I don't like as much. It's more of a vampy color, and I don't wear those too often. So out of these 2, I definitely like Poppy, but I didn't want to get rid of either one. I think the formula is great. Let's talk about my Nablas. I do like these as well. These have actually really nice formulas. So I've got Fool Me, which is a really nice red. It's a little bit drying. It is a matte red, but I think it looks pretty on the lips, and it does remind me of the NARS stick, but which is actually there. So yeah, they're very similar, but obviously different type of product. And then I've got this one, which is my favorite out of the 2. This is Time Flies. This is such an interesting color. It's kind of a purpley, it's a purple color, but it's very muted and it's a little bit taupey. It's just a very interesting muted purple shade, and it does shift after time. I do find that after wearing it for a few hours, it does get a little bit more red, so I guess it oxidizes or something. It doesn't get red, but I would say it gets more like purpley pink, and that's fun too. So I think this is such a cool shade, and I don't have a shade like that. So and I like these little compacts, so I kept those because I enjoy them. I think maybe the rest of these are all just singles. I don't think I have any other duos from brands, which is kind of interesting. I guess I got rid of a lot of items. So let's just start here. I've got a Beauty Bay. This is the shade Tea. I really like this. This is a really nice matte finish, but it's a really beautiful nude shade, everyday shade. I love this, and you can see I have loved it, but it looks really gross. But I have used it quite a bit. I have worn that down for a lipstick, and I'm really bad at wearing lipstick and actually using my lip products, even though I love them. This one is a really old item for me, just in my collection at the moment. This one is in the shade Runway. It's from BD Trade Secrets. I have no idea if this brand even exists anymore. I bought this when I was still living in Florida, and I think I got it at Walgreens or something. It wasn't an expensive product, but it is a really beautiful red, and that's why I've kept it. I think it's a really stunning stunning like blue toned red with a little bit of pink, and I really enjoy that. And then I've got this one. This is L'Oreal. I love the packaging of this one, so that's kind of the reason why I bought it. It is kind of an icy pink. I don't wear this that often, but I like to have something like this in my collection for when I would wear something like this. I think when I was younger, I would wear colors like this and shades like this. I actually have worn this one down too quite a bit, if you can see there. I've actually used quite a bit of this, surprisingly, but it's not something that I usually go for these days. Another one that I really like is MCO Beauty. This is in the shade Petal, and this one is a gorgeous, what color is this? I don't even know. It's not, I guess it's a little bit mauvey, but it's more like a mauvey pinky nude. It's a really beautiful shade, and I really like the finish. It's not super dry. It's a little bit matte. It's not very satiny, but it's still got a little bit of wetness to it, and moisture. It's moisturizing, so I do like that. I also really like this Estee Lauder. This is Pure Envy. No, it's just called Envy. I always thought it was Pure Envy. Yeah, it's just called Envy, and this one is again a really beautiful, very similar shade to that other one, but I just like these nude mauvey shades. I think they look really nice and flattering. I have another one here from Clinique. This is the Bear Pop, and again it is the same. You know, you can tell what I like. It's very similar actually to the Beauty Bay one, but this is a satin, so it's not a matte formula. And I don't know if I really like satin formulas. I used to when I was younger, but now I really like matte lipstick. So I don't know, just preference changes over time. I've got one from Primark. This is the Powder Luxe. I kept this around because it actually is really nice. I bought a couple of other lipsticks from Primark over the years, and they were very, very dry. But this is not. This is still a matte formula, but it's not dry at all, and it is a really beautiful red shade. Very pigmented. The compact is broken. It does snap off, but I don't mind that. Doesn't matter to me. And yeah, I really, really like that. I think for what I've tried at Primark, it's actually a pretty decent formula. I've got one from Urban Decay. This one is Gubby, and this one is a beautiful, it's a very light shade, but it's kind of peachy. I don't know if you can really see that. It's a really, really light shade. So I either wear it on its own or I do put it over something else, but it adds a beautiful shine. But yeah, it's like a peachy, icy pink. I like it. I wasn't sure at first when I purchased it, because I thought it was going to be a little bit more opaque. It is very, very sheer. I didn't realize that the formula was going to be like that, but it has grown on me over time. I've got one from Rimmel London here. This is the shade Candy, and this is an icy pink. I had a bunch of these and I got rid of them all, and I just kept this one. So this one I've kept around to have. It's similar to my L'Oreal, but a little bit icier. And it's not an everyday, but I do like to have this in my collection for when the time happens that I do want to wear something like this. I think sometimes in the winter time it can look beautiful, other times in the summer it can. You just need to do your makeup in a certain way, otherwise it does look pretty bad and it does wash you out. So sometimes I don't always get it right. I've got one from Laura Geller. This is the shade Brilliant, and this one again is that sort of nudie shade that I absolutely love. I also think this has a really good wear time. I have noticed I put this on, I eat, I drink, and it stays on, and it doesn't look bad compared to some other lipsticks that does sort of end up coming apart all in the middle there, obviously where most drinks and food is. This really does stay on the lids, but it's not drying at all, and it's not like it's a lipstick. It's not, it kind of stays on the lips like a liquid lipstick would, but not in a drying way. It's very interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, and then I've got one from LA Girl. This one I kept around because it is a really fun color and I don't have anything else like this. And again, if I ever want to use something like this, a pop of vibrant pink for spring or summer, I have it. So I actually did wear this a few weeks ago and I really, really enjoyed the way it looked. So I do not mind it. I've got one from Seattle, London. This is the Miss Piggy. I got this at TK Maxx when I was in England back in when I lived there a couple years ago. And you know what? I don't know if I'm going to keep this forever. It is a fun color, that's why I've kept it. But I almost decluttered this. I just felt like I hadn't used it enough to declutter it. But it's not a shade that I really gravitate towards. It's so vibrant, and I kept it because it's a fun shade, but at the end of the day, am I going to use it all that much? I haven't so far, so we will see. I've got one from number 7. This is the shade Rose Mist. This one I've kept around. I really like it. It's actually kind of similar to Miss Piggy. I've just put them side by side, you can see it's similar. And I've just spoken about Miss Piggy, how I don't wear this shade, but I actually have worn this number 7 a lot. So I'm a little bit crazy. I don't know what I'm saying. They're actually very similar. I didn't even realize that. I mean, I think I did realize that, but then I just sort of ignored it. I might end up getting rid of one and keeping the other. Number 7 is older, so I don't know. I mean, I'd have to really see how the finishes are, because the Miss Piggy is a little bit more pink than the number 7. Number 7 is a tinge darker, but to be honest, on the lips they probably look the same. I've got one Friends collection from Makeup Revolution. This is the Monica. This is the shade that I like the most out of the collection, and yeah, it is again this beautiful everyday color that I tend to gravitate towards. It's just a really nice nude shade, so that one I really enjoy. I've got one from Clarins. This one my mom gave to me. She actually had 2 of these. I tried to pan this one. I had 2 of these. I tried to pan one of them. I ended up decluttering it because I got a lot of use out of it. It was also older than this one, so this is a newer version. And it is the Jolly Rouge in the shade Papaya. Again, it's this beautiful orange shade that is really beautiful in the spring, summertime. And I actually used to have a lot of shades like this, but I have decluttered a lot of them because I don't wear it all that often. When I do wear it, there's only a few formulas that I like. And these types of shades, I do like it when it's satin. I don't like, I don't like a matte formula when it is that color shade. So I wanted to keep certain ones around. This is another one that I kept around that's a similar color, but this one is a little bit lighter. This is Maybelline the Peach Poppy. And again, it is that beautiful color, but you can see it is lighter and a little bit less orange. It's just more peachy, and I really enjoy that too in the spring and summertime. And then I've got 2 more. So this is Model's Coat. I actually decluttered this and then I brought it back because I realized I actually do like it. When I decluttered it, I don't think I was going towards these types of shades at the time. This is the shade Kitty. There's really not a lot of product in here. I think it was like it was definitely in a gift, a beauty box, but I don't know if it was like a full size or not. But it is a really beautiful nude, and I don't know why I didn't like it at the time, so I definitely brought it back because I was looking at it and I was like, no, actually this is really nice. And I've kept it around. And then I've got the last one, which is Odin's Eye. This is the Love Jasmine, yep. And this again is a beautiful brown. This is like a nudie brown shade, and I really do enjoy it. And I feel like a lot of the nude ones, yes, they look similar, but this is more of a brown one. I have some that are more pinky, some that are lighter. So when I did do my last lipstick or lip product declutter video, I did swatch all the sort of the similar colors out, and I really tried to pick and choose the ones that I felt like deserved to stay in my collection. And I do have a lot of, I have quite a lot of reds. I don't have that many mauves because I don't really wear mauves that much. But there's a lot of reds here. There's a lot of, you know, nudie pinks and some actual vibrant pinks. So yeah, it's all kind of similar, but there are differences between them, I promise you. All right, moving on, we've got, oops, my lip glosses. So again, I did a really good job at whittling these down. I feel like I have a good collection now. There's only a few, I think, that probably still need to go that I don't enjoy, but I'm still trying to figure it out. So it's like a learning and process thing. But yeah, let me try to put some of these together and then we'll go through them. Alright, we'll start with this one. This is an O for lip gloss. I actually really don't like this. I'm going to be decluttering it. This is the shade Myth. I got it in a beauty box and I think it's expired. I think it smells bad. I don't like the way it looks. It's like an icy pink. I'm not going to swatch it. I do not like it at all. I also don't like the stickiness of it. I really don't enjoy that. I have 3 of the Hocus Pocus 2 collection from ColourPop, and sadly I do not like these either. I got the big Hocus Pocus 2 bundle, so I got everything, which I know now not to do because you always end up with items that you don't want or don't like, and I don't like these. The other one that I kind of can tolerate is this one, but similar to the Oprah one, I don't like the taste of it or like the smell of it. I don't like it at all. I really cannot stand the texture. You know, some people have said they really like the So Glassy lip glosses, so I tried to give it a go, but I think I might have to declutter these or just keep them for like the look of it and then end up decluttering them eventually. I don't really know. I mean, I'm not a huge Hocus Pocus 2 fan anyway, so it wouldn't hurt me to declutter them. I just don't like them at all. I don't know what it is. The rest of these I do like. I mean, actually there's one here that I probably should get rid of, but the rest is a different story. So I've got the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I've got 3 of these and I really, really love this formula. I in particular like this one, which is Amber. I think it's so good. It's like a brownie nude shade, but it's super opaque and I wasn't expecting that from Maybelline and for a lip gloss, so I really appreciate that. This one is Reef. This is very, very beautiful as well. It's more of a pinky blush nude, and then this one is more of an icy pink, which I actually haven't tried this one. This is an ice, and yeah, we'll see if I like that one, but so far I really, really like the formula of those. I've got 4 of these Nomad lip glosses. I got it in the Fête de Provence collection. So the first one here, actually there's 2 that are really, they're very glittery, but some of them aren't as bad as others. I think this one is very, very glittery. This one is called In La Fête, and it's a really beautiful sort of lavender shade, but I don't think I've actually tried that one. I've tried these 3, however, quite a bit. So this pink one is called In Rosé, and it is a really beautiful vibrant pink, and I think it has a really beautiful formula. I actually do like these. The pigmentation is pretty good. This one's really interesting. So it's like a pink, but it has that gold flip and shine to it, and it's very golden like on the lips. It's called In Miel, which miel is honey, so that gold kind of represents the honey, and it is really interesting. This is the one I've used the most. Very, very interesting shade. You wouldn't expect it when you put it on. And then this one I've also used, which I kind of like actually. This one's called In Lavande, and it's a beautiful purple shade. So I actually do like these 4. Again, I got the sort of the Fête de Provence collection where you get the palette and then you also get these 4. I didn't need to get that when I did get it, but yeah, I'm not mad about this one. Then I have 2 kimchi glosses. These are amazing. I think these are probably one of my favorite formulas. This one is called Peachy Pink, and it is a peachy pink. It's a really beautiful shade. It's so opaque, so gorgeous. It doesn't feel like a thin lip gloss or like a goopy, sticky lip gloss that you would expect, like these ones or the other sort of lip glosses that you get from ColourPop. I'm not really a fan of those anymore. I think this is a really great formula, love it. And the red is really good too. This one is called Cherry. So these were new finds for me last year, and I'm excited. I would definitely pick up more shades from the high key gloss range, which is what these are called, but also would love to try more of kimchi as well. I was a little bit hesitant, but I tried these and I'm very, very happy that I did. Next up, I've got this one, which I think I will declutter because it is an older item for me. This is the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss. I actually have already finished one of these. I panned one and then I had a second one. It's in the shade Sparkling Rosé, but I think I am going to end up decluttering it just because you can see it's kind of settled and I know it's old, so I think actually this one is going to say goodbye. All right, then we have a NYX. This is Milky Gloss. I wanted to pick up a few of these, but there was only this shade and another shade that I didn't care for the other shade at the time when I was at Superdrug. This was back in September. So this is the Salted Caramel shade, and actually it's really beautiful. It's a lovely light brownie nude shade, perfect for me because I do like those. I have one lip gloss from Be Perfect. This one is called Girl Code, and I have kept this around because I think it's an interesting color. I don't have anything like this, and it's quite pretty on the lips, so I don't mind keeping it. I've got one of the NYX Butter Glosses left. This is in Creme Brulee. I did have another one, but I ended up decluttering that one. I'm trying to pan this one right now. So this one I'm getting quite a lot of use out of, but I don't know how much I have left. It is in my project pan, and we'll see if I can finish it in the next few months. I mean, I'm sure it'll take a whole year, but I'm going to try and finish it. And then I have one Fenty gloss. This one is the shade So Fussy, and yeah, this is beautiful. I really like it. It's a really beautiful shiny pink nude, and I haven't really felt the need to pick up any more from Fenty. I kind of like this, and I'm quite happy with it. All right, moving on, we've got liquid lipsticks. Again, I don't have that many. I have done a pretty good job at not buying any lip products recently as well. So let me just take these out and then we'll talk through them. All right, so let's start with these two. I might end up decluttering these two. These are from Model's Own. I think I picked them up at Poundland. They're very, very, very cheap. And I have the shades, let's see, Berry Cool and Candy Cane. Now, to be fair, I actually have enjoyed these. I think they're fine, and they're more of a creamy texture as opposed to like a full-on liquidy texture for a liquid lipstick. The reason that I might end up decluttering them is because I think they are going off slightly. They do give that sort of cooling feeling on the lips, so I don't know what causes that. I think they have some sort of ingredient in them that leaves my lips feeling a little bit tingly, but not in a bad way. But I did notice recently when I think I was using this one, which is Candy Cane, that it was starting to smell a tinge off, and so I'm thinking maybe I should just get rid of these. Then I have two from Odin's Eye. I got these in a mystery box. So this is Ripe Papaya. I really love this one. This one is a beautiful brownie nude. And then I've got Perfect Plum, which is not really my favorite. It's more of a vampy plum shade. And I don't really like plum lipstick on myself. I think it looks too vampy sometimes. I've got this one from Huda Beauty. It's the Demi Matte, and this is Feminist. I do enjoy this. I think it's nice. It's not my favorite liquid lipstick that I own, but I do enjoy the color. It's a beautiful nude. I think my favorite liquid lip that I have, that I just get the most enjoyment from, is from Ofra actually. So this is the Long Lasting liquid lipstick, and it's in the shade Nude Potion. I really enjoy this. It's more of a cream than more, you know, liquid. And I think it dries down pretty nicely. It's not super dry. So these two are actually pretty comparable. They're very similar shades as well, and I do enjoy those. The rest of these, I think that, yeah, let's talk about the NYX one. I actually prefer these to the NYX lip glosses, like the butter glosses. I think these are really beautiful. These are the soft mattes, and they're lip cream, so they're more creamy as opposed to liquidy. But I have the shade Antwerp, which is a beautiful vibrant reddish pink color. It's very nice. This is the first one that I got, which is the shade Zurich, and it's a beautiful nudie brown. It does actually, it looks a little bit more brown on the packaging, but inside it's a little bit more, it kind of is brown, but it also has pink undertones to it. And then I have this one, Tokyo, which I was hoping was going to be more like the packaging, but it's a little bit lighter than the packaging, which is fine. It still looks beautiful, but it is quite bright. And it's one of those shades where you can't wear it, you can't pair it with everything. You have to be selective with what type of makeup you wear when you wear it. Okay, then I have a melt one. This one is in the shade Sydney. I wish everything would just stop rolling around. Just stay there. Okay. This one I thought was going to be more of a nude, but it's like that Tokyo shade from the NYX. It's a very light pink. This one might be a little bit more mauvey than the other one, but still very light, and I was hoping it was going to be more of a nudie pink. So not my favorite, but I think the quality is fine. I think this Real Her is nice. This is the shade I Decide My Destiny. It's a little mini, but it is a nice mauvey shade. I don't have a lot of mauvey shades, so I've kept this around. I do like the formula. It kind of reminds me of the NYX Soft Cream, Soft Matte Lip Creams. It's kind of the same texture. I've got this one, which I almost decluttered, but then I realized it actually is not that bad. This is from Laritzi, and it is the shade Swoon. It is a pretty deep red, but I think it's very beautiful. It's quite rich, and again, it's more of like that creamy texture as opposed to a liquid form, which I enjoy. And then I've got this one. This is the e.l.f. Sheer Matte Liquid Lip. Oh my gosh, stop moving. There, okay. This one I do like. This one is in Praline Petal, and I think it is quite mauvey pink in the packaging, but I think it does come across quite brown actually on my lips. It must oxidize or something, because it definitely changes color. It does not stay mauvey. It goes brown, which I don't mind, but I'm not expecting it all the time. I think, oh, I'll put this mauve shade on, and it doesn't stay mauve, which is fine. All right, and then I have my lip oils and lip balms. My collection is very small. I hope I didn't disappoint, but yeah, let's go through these fast. All right, let's start with these. I did have a lot more lip oils from Colourpop, but I ended up decluttering them. And I'm actually going to be decluttering this one because I have noticed that it has little white specks in it. So it looks so gross. It looks like something's happened to it. I don't know what's happened to it. It's probably the same age as these two, but they don't have it. And it has like, it looks like it's got mold. It looks so disgusting. So I'm going to get rid of that. It looks absolutely foul. These two I'm a little bit worried about keeping. But I will keep them. This is Peachy Keen, and then this is Rosebud, and I'm going to be keeping these two for now. As I said, I decluttered quite a lot, and I did like these two shades, and I did finish a lip oil last year too. So I'm struggle with lip products in finishing them, but I do like the collection that I have now. I do have a few items here that are not lip balms and they're not lip oils. I just don't know where to put them. So let me just talk about them because they're a little bit odd. So this is a Make Me Matte lip product where I guess if you have a satin shade or a shiny lipstick on or whatever, you're supposed to put this over it and it makes it matte. I don't know if that works. I've never even tried it. I got it. It came in a beauty box. I've kept it around. Do not know really what it does, but I leave it in here. This is actually a lip volumizer, so maybe I should put this with my lip glosses. I'm not really sure, but this is just an Estee Lauder lip plumper thing, and it kind of works. I mean, I've tried it before. It's not that bad. It doesn't really hurt that much, and it's okay. I mean, I think it plumps my lips, but I don't really use it. And then this is a lip balm, but it's kind of odd. It's like a little sample. It's from Dr. Lip. It's the original nipple balm for lips. Never used it, but I just keep it here for what it is. And then I have this one. This is the Ready Steady Selfie Lip Balm from Minis. I've not tried this one. There's quite a lot of product in here. I'm just waiting because I'm trying to work through a lip scrub. Once I'm done with that, I think I'm going to start going through my lip balms and maybe use them part of my skincare. Otherwise I end up forgetting about them because they just sit in this drawer and I never touch them. I've got a Nivea. I bought a load of these when I was pregnant because my lips got so dry. And then this I think is one left over that I never ended up using. So I kept it around because it wasn't gross like the others. And then I have this one from Beauty Grout. This is Oui Chérie, and this is a lip oil. I have tried this once or twice. It is quite nice. It smells like cherries. It's a little bit of a blue tint, but it's not like weird or anything on the lips. I just haven't really got around to using it all that much. And then these two I really like. So this is a Kiko Milano, and this is the Holiday Gems Care and Glow Lip Stylo. It's more like, I guess it would be like a lipstick, but it's just so light, and there's hardly any pigment to it. I kind of put it with my lip balms. It's pretty moisturizing. It's very, very sheer, but it's beautiful. So I just keep it around with these. And then this one is Samba Red from Physicians Formula. It's their this is a lip balm. I mean, it's supposed to be a lip balm, but it is so opaque. It is so red. And I was going to declutter it because it wasn't something that I wanted to keep. But look how much I've used. I've actually used quite a good amount of this item. And I did end up pairing it with a lipstick of mine, and I was really enjoying that combo. So I decided to keep it because I figured out a way to make it work for me. But yeah, this was pretty interesting, this one. All right, there you have it. That is my little lip product collection video. I'll do another video for like bases and face products and all that, and face palettes. But if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.